The roofing crew turned up on site good and early, and although the day's weather forecast was not good, I'd been assured that 2 days would be plenty of time to get the roof on and the house watertight before the Christmas break. They started by checking the woodwork that had been delivered against their work plan, and then they had to remove all of the leftover blocks that had been left on the floor inside the building using the high-ab hoist on the back of their vehicle. After it had been removed, one of the stacks of blocks collapsed on the soft ground and damaged the side of my tool store. Unfortunately though, that wasn't the last of the day's misfortunes. With the blocks cleared away, it was time to put in place the first of the wooden trusses, which they did on the living room end of the house. More and more followed, despite the weather turning cold and wet, and by lunchtime almost all of the supporting woodwork had been put in place. However, there'd been a mistake right at the start with the first truss, and as can be seen here, the ridge peak of the woodwork was clearly way forward of the ridge peak of the gable end blockwork. The work continued with the last few trusses being added in the middle of the building to complete the roof support structure. Only 2 workers were needed for the job, both of whom had powerful nail guns to fix the framework together. One stayed up on the wall, while the other went down to pass the end of a truss up to his partner and then climb up with the other end. Both then nailed in the spacers between the trusses before repeating the process until the whole of the roof structure was complete. Then it was time to put the waterproof plastic membrane on over the woodwork. Even without the tiles, once the whole roof was covered, the worst of the weather would be kept out, although the house would not be fully waterproof until all the tiles were on. The pair began with the bedroom end starting from the centre of the rear of the house. By this time there was steady light rain, and with the best will in the world, it looked unlikely that they'd be able to completely cover the whole roof structure before the end of the day. This indeed proved to be the case, but they did succeed in covering most of the woodwork on the bedroom end of the house and part of the woodwork on the front at the living room end. That just left the remaining plastic and the batten to support the tiles to be put in place for the house to be almost watertight before the Christmas break.